Are we alone in the universe? Is there a portal to the past? Can we physically travel through time? Can a person come back from the dead? These are just some of the questions that have continued to baffle and bewilder us. Though many have tried to answer them, not one definite conclusion has yet been given. This show will tackle that which is unexpected, unexplainable, and unorthodox. Is it destiny's sleight of hand, or is it a nudge from God? Or maybe it's simply a matter of science. Chances are, anything is possible. They're all around us, in our thoughts, in our prayers, in our literature, and even in our tattoos. Such is the popularity of angels that believers run the gamut from religious fanatics to hardcore he-men. What power, what charm, what a guardian.
Ethereal. Pure. Sublime. Angels are the epitome of the heavenly, the divine, and the righteous. Since time immemorial, people have adored, if not worshipped, angels. Some take comfort in the thought that they are guided and guarded by God's attendants. The word angel comes from the Latin word angelos, or agelos in Greek, but the term is said to originate from the Hebrew word malak. The word generally means messenger in many different languages. In Christian tradition, angels are organized into 3 hierarchies, with each hierarchy containing 3 orders or choirs, with each hierarchy performing a specific duty.
They give worship, they give praise to God, and they also do the things that God wants them to do, like executing judgment. And in relation to the believers, they are the ones messenger of God to protect the people of God.
Angels are believed to have coexisted with humans since the creation of mankind. One of the most famous angel citations in the Christian Bible in Luke verse 1, chapter 26, when the angel Gabriel announced to Mary that she will give birth to the Son of God. In Matthew chapter 1, an angel appeared to Joseph in his dream, telling him to push through with his wedding to Mary. The angel Gabriel also announced the birth of John the Baptist in Luke chapter 1, verse 35. And in the book of John, chapter 20, verse 12, an angel also appeared to Mary Magdalene, announcing the resurrection of Christ. Accounts acknowledging the existence of angels are also included in historical records and even in the teachings of other religions. Author B.J. Balthauser writes that most scholars believe that angels, as perceived today and as described in the modern Western traditions, are in fact the result of crossbreeding among many belief systems and include especially Sumerian, Egyptian, Babylonian, and Persian archetypes. We've also seen various depictions of angels in the media, in the arts, and in literature. Religion and tradition have inculcated in us the significance of angels. Thus, it's not surprising to find people who recognize and promote them as objects of veneration and invocation. Rafael Pacheco is an artist with a deep fascination for angels. He claims that these beings brought him to the outskirts of Morong Rizal.
Ang angel o ang anghel sa aking karakter, sa Biblia, they play a very important role on my faith.
As an artist, he typically uses angels as his subjects. A testament to this is the 14-foot bronze statue which he painstakingly sculpted himself.
Yung kaunti kong kinikita, binili ko ng tanso. Pinukpok ko. At ginawa kong artista ng bayan.
For Raphael, anyone who brings inspiration and encouragement in life could be considered an angel.
Sino man, magulang, whether kapatid, magulang, etc. Ay parang siyang anghel eh. Pag nagbibigay sa iyong anak ng kasiyahan, satisfaction, lahat, whether material, whether na tulong, kahit na gamot, kahit na isang doktor, kahit na isang nakatulong sa iyo at nagbigay sa iyo ng magandang pakiramdam. Lahat ng ito, pare. Anghel na lahat yan sa buhay mo.
Can these angels transcend the core of their existence as heavenly beings and manifest themselves to humans? Tess Alsua believes that she is being protected by a guardian angel. In 1978, Tess figured in a major accident during a bus ride from Albay. She was sleeping in her seat when a voice commanded her to change her position.
Pagsakay ko ng bus, sabi ko, ay salamat, punong-puno ang bus. Yung seat ko, hindi taken. Ang ginawa ko, humiga ako this way, sa my window. And I took my rosary and I prayed. And I was very prayerful. And then, ang naalala ko na lang, there was a voice.
The voice, according to Tess, saved her life.
Ang sabi, alisin mo yung head mo dyan, ilipat mo dun sa kabila. Umupo ako, inilagay ko yung paa ko dun sa may tabi ng window. Ang head ko, nilagay ko dun sa may yung chair, yung arm, ganyan. Alam mo, the instant na ang paa ko, ipinatong ko doon, I heard a very loud, sobrang loud na parang may bumagsak. Yung pala yung bus namin nahulog. Hindi ko nga alam eh, parang it happened so fast, hindi ko alam kung ano nangyayari. Basta parang lumipad yung bus. Paghulog nung bus, di syempre dapat mahulog din ako, di ba? Kasi everything was falling off, yung mga luggage, yung mga people, they were on the floor.
Despite the gravity of the collision, Tess came out unscathed. She attributes this to the unseen force who guards her.
There was a force holding me so that I wouldn't fall. And then, people were screaming. And then the people said, mamamatay tayong lahat kasi nahulog tayo sa ilog. People were there, some died. And then nag-stop yung water. Yung pala hindi kami nahulog sa ilog. What happened was nahulog kami sa rice paddy. And I was not dirty and I was standing up and I was not hurt. Sila parang yung nilublog talaga sa putik. Ganon sila kadumi. Na-shock yung mga tao kasi hindi ako puro putik like them.
Next in chances are, could this letter be heaven sent?
Tinaas ko yung kamay ko, nilagay ko sa ibang page. Tapos, it started writing. It was not my handwriting anymore. May message yung angel sa akin.
As Christians, we believe in the existence of angels as we believe in the existence of God. Many of us may be on a first-name basis with them. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, and let's not forget the fallen angel, Lucifer. But according to the teachings, up to 300 million angels were created at about the same time that God breathed life onto the world and onto man.
There is a prolific number of accounts that espouses the existence of angels. In this photograph taken with an underwater camera, Ron and Linda Martinez captured the image of an entity that seemed to be floating above water. Various angel networks are also available on the web. offering help to enthusiasts and those seeking the help of their guardian angels. Angel fanatics also have a lot of testimonials to support their claim that they can communicate with their angels. Religious organizations regard angels as worthy of further research and understanding. Thus, they established angelology, or the study of angels. Tess Alsua is a vehicular accident survivor turned angel enthusiast. According to her, she has proven the existence of her angel through a phenomenon called angel writing. Angel writing is described as channeled writing or automatic writing that conveys messages from angels wherein the channel is not using his or her own conscious thought to jot down the message.
It was strange. Parang iba yung feeling ko in my room. Pero I was looking up in the sky and I felt a difference. Parang there was a presence. I want to write in my journal about this experience. So as I was writing, parang yung hands ko, may pumipigil. Hindi ako makapagsulat. Tinaas ko yung kamay ko, nilagay ko sa ibang page. Tapos, it started writing. It was not my handwriting anymore. May message yung angel sa akin.
Tess, a jeweler by profession, designed and created these angel accessories made of precious stones. She also has a library full of angel literature.
Ito naman yung mga collection ko ng aking mga angel books. Nag-start ako mag-collect nito nung early 1990s. 1941, antik na ito. Wala ka na sigurong makukuha nito. Mahirap na ito hanapin.
There are also numerous angel statues around her house.
May angel store ako. Ito daw, ang story nito, punong-puno ito ng lahar nung dinala sa akin. Ang hirap tanggalin. So, dinig nila, nakuha nila ito.
Though angels are recognized by different belief systems, there are many who still question their existence. The truth is, there's still many people out there who have yet to be touched by an angel.
Although more and more people claim to have been touched by an angel, Pastor Jack Wilson of the Payatas Quezon City Baptist Church and Ministries states that the fondness for angels should not lead to anything more than that.
Well, it's misleading. It's misguiding. You know, people love to have something supernatural. We all love that. I saw an angel. I saw Mary. I saw Joseph, or something like that. It's a wonderful thing to be in that supernatural realm, but it doesn't happen that way. And so when they do come across these experiences, it's because they're not in the Word of God initially.
Pastor Wilson adds that although the Bible confirms the existence of angels, people reading it may have the tendency to misinterpret its meaning.
Angels are not to be seen and to adored or to be revered. Nothing in this earth or in heaven or anywhere is to be revealed except God Himself.
Different belief systems also maintain that humans and angels are not equal in spiritual hierarchy. Angels are considered a notch higher than men, and for Pastor Wilson, this is the exact reason why angels cannot reveal themselves to human beings.
As a rule, as a general rule, God does not allow people to see angels. And angels are ministering spirits. In other words, they work for us. We're not to bow down to them. We're not to revere them. We're not even to look. We can't even say to an angel, "Oh, please, my guardian angel, help me." That's wrong.
In their religion, Pastor Jack says that only God can give absolute salvation and deliverance.
And God the Father is in charge of our family. Why do we want to go to Mary? Why do we want to go to an angel? Why do we want to go to a saint that somebody's declared holy and is listening in heaven for our prayers? None of it's true.
He also does not tolerate worshiping images of angels.
To collect pretty little angel decorations is not a bad thing. But if you start putting your hopes and your faith into these angels, or say they represent a greater thing that you revere, you have a problem. And so all these things they're doing is wrong, and it gives them a false sense of hope and a false sense of security.
That's why he thinks one of the biggest fallacies of most believers is calling the angels guardians.
I believe there are guardian angels. We just don't use the term guardian because it's not in the Bible. It just says they're ministering spirits, and ministering and guardian. Do they protect us? I'm sure they do in some spots, and they go between God and man. And there's a lot about angels I know, and there's a lot that we don't know. That's secretive.
Next in Chances Are, what does an angel look like?
Because they're spirits, they're really ageless, formless, genderless, but they show themselves as people, so we can relate to them.
You talk to them and you pray to them. But have you actually ever seen your guardian angel? One society claims that it's possible to train a person's awareness of angels, not just theoretically, but also physically.
The Holy Bible cites more than 108 angel apparitions in the New and Old Testaments. And as the Bible recounts, angels are here to protect, guide, and even save us in times of danger. But in modern times, when old teachings and philosophies are being challenged and disputed by new concepts, the question remains: are these angels for real, or just images that should be kept within the boundaries of the blessed Scripture? For Barge Ramos, co-founder of the Celestial Angel Society, forming a group to promote and propagate interest in angels is one important step to prove that they exist.
I think the angels are part of God's creation. I think that is the extent of the merciful love of God, na although He created man, hindi pa din niya pababayaan tayo.
Barge and French Tess Alsua formed the Celestial Angel Society of the Philippines in the early 90s. It started with only 3 members and grew to more than 50 members, expanding as far as Cebu. Despite contention from other sectors, the Celestial Angel Society of the Philippines supports the belief that angels are actively involved in the lives of humankind. Though they remain invisible and intangible, these don't make them less real.
They are basically spiritual beings, meaning to say, wala naman silang physical bodies, no? So they sometimes appear to help. If you pray, if you call on them to help you.
There have been many attempts in the past to prove the existence of angels. A lot of books were written saying that angels coexist with humans. Various studies and research have presented different perspectives, but none of these gave conclusive evidence of the existence of angels. To further understand the existence of angels, we consulted Nonoy Ozaita, an angel counselor from the University of the Philippines. Nonoy claims he can actually see and communicate with angels.
Well, in May of 1993, I remember one afternoon, I just saw my angel. I was not praying, I was having merienda, and all of a sudden I saw what appeared to look like a 15-year-old boy just popped up in front of me. And I also realized in a split second this was an angel. I could hear a conversation where I could hear his words inside my head. He gave his name, and it was all inside my head. And I realized this is something unusual.
After the incident, more unusual things happened to Nonoy. He started seeing the spirit guardians of people he didn't even know and began hearing voices and music inside his head. That's when he realized he was being used as a medium to communicate the messages from angels.
And when people found out, that's when they decided to call me up. And since then, people have been coming to see me in consultation. They want to talk to their guardian angel. They want to ask questions. They may have issues, or they just want to meet their angel. And I tell them exactly what their angel is telling them, and at times what their angel looks like.
Based on his encounters, Nonoy describes how angels look like as they appear to him.
The guardian angels come in all shapes and sizes. They actually look like, well, they look like people, although because they're spirits, they're really ageless, formless, genderless, but they show themselves as people, so we can relate to them.
According to Nonoy, there are many ways to communicate with our respective angels. He voluntarily showed us how the process works.
You must be willing to be very quiet. In most cases, it involves simply letting yourself go, closing your eyes. Right now, I'm focusing on your angel. But your angel is like a child who talks quite a lot. Your angel's laughing now and giggling, which tells me that that is who you are just as well. Deep down inside, you are a happy person. But sometimes the world gets too much to us. Communication's a two-way street. Talking is easy, like I do this a lot. If I need a parking space, angel, I need a parking space, and I usually get one. Listening is the harder thing. To listen, that's when you really have to listen with your heart. And silence, as I said, is a requirement.
Maski na nakailang shots na ako, nandaya pa nga ako eh. Kasi yung ibang exposure, ginawa ko, nag-overexpose ako ng konti na hindi naman ginawa ng psychic photographer. Pero iba pa rin ang lumabas. Medyo nangilabot nga ako kanina eh.
Over the centuries, we've been presented with stories, photographs, and videos that apparently prove the existence of angels. In reality, some of these proofs have turned many skeptics into believers, and many believers into skeptics.
Angels are believed to be everywhere, taking part in our everyday lives. Tess Alsua is just one of the many who apparently maintain a close connection with her angel. Alex Angeles, a paranormal expert and a psychic photographer, and Chito and Sabel Mercader, who are both psychics, joined our team to survey Tess's house.
I felt the rising of my hair, hindi sa balat mo, para oy, maraming nakapwesto rito ah. So that's why I asked permission if I could take shots.
Although not scientifically proven, their method in investigating paranormal activities is well respected.
The first thing you notice when you go up the stairs is the figurine of some children praying. For me, it reflects the prayerful personality of the person.
Magpapwersa kang mag-meditate kasi ang sarap ng feeling. And that is all amplified by the collection ng crystals ni Tess. Kasi yung crystals, ang purpose nila is to amplify energy.
Aside from the energy that they felt, Alex, the psychic photographer, also captured images on the digital SLR we lent him. We deemed it important that Alex used our camera to avoid any accusations of image manipulation.
Nakuha kami dyan sa garden isang angel, ang ganda-ganda nga eh. Cute. It was serene, actually, without any intention at all. Pagpasok namin, hindi ba, we were told, pagpasok nyo, take picture, mag-picture kayo. Something inside of me said, take a shot here. Pag shot kong ganyan, I zoom it in a little. May nakita kang practically mukha na but without the body, but the wings from the neck up. Now, that reminded me of the term seraphims or cherubs. Because the cherubs kasi usually are portrayed with heads and wings lang. So, happy ko rito.
Is it really an angel captured on camera? Or just a streak of coincidence? A photograph's image can be manipulated through the use of different computer software and applications. But in this case, there were no alterations made. Images on photographs vary depending on different exposures and light sources. Exposure is the amount of light allowed to fall on the film or the image sensor during the process of taking a photograph. The photo taken by the psychic photographer was taken at night and therefore had limited light sources. can this be a factor in determining the angel-like image?
It would be presumptuous of us to confirm or deny the proofs presented by other believers. The best thing to do is to find our own evidence.
To further analyze, we sought the expertise of professional photographer Ronald Roldan. Ronald, with his extensive expertise in photography, believes that the apparitions seen in photographs can be manipulated, whether deliberately by humans or by the effects of nature.
Kuminsan ang picture, nagdedepende yan on the time of day. Iba yung itsura ng umaga, iba yung itsura sa gabi. Sa gabi, sa pagkakatingin ko dun sa pinakita mong picture, kuminsan blurred siya eh. So kapag kumuha ka ng blurred na image, let's say gumagalaw yung kamay mo, nagkakaroon ng mga parang mga lumalabas na ibang images na akala mo talagang image siya.
We brought Ronald to the same location where the photograph was taken. As an experiment, we let Ronald take pictures in the daytime.
The temperature now is around 90 degrees, medyo humid. So, titignan natin ang result ng kuha, matching yung nakuha ng psychic photographer.
Ronald says that it's better to shoot at night to achieve the same effect of Alex's photograph.
Mas maganda kung kukunan natin ng isang umaga, isang gabi, at the same setting, subukan natin kung ano yung nakunan niya, kung mailalabas din natin. Pero most of the time, depende yan kapag yung let's say na ang kinunan mo, mayroong ibang light source na pumapasok.
And we had another photo session at about the same time Alex, the psychic photographer, took his pictures.
Unan ko ngayon ng picture, same location, at ihahambing natin yung picture na yun sa kinunan ng psychic photographer.
Ronald used the same camera and the same settings that Alex used.
This is nighttime. So ang ginawa ko, in-steady ko yung kamay ko, available light, no flash, na-achieve natin yung perfect exposure and perfect sharpness. Ang ginawa natin yung perfect sharpness para makita nung manonood kung ano itsura ng kinukunan natin with relation do sa kinunan ng psychic photographer.
It's already a mystery that a unique angel-like image appeared in the psychic's photograph. But what puzzles Ronald is the prominent appearance of a shadow whose source he can't identify.
I realized na parang hindi ko ma-replicate. Parang iba yung lumabas sa kuha niya. Mayroong shadow sa ilalim. Pero yung time naman natin with the same lighting setup, parang nagkaroon ng division. Isang maliwanag sa taas, isang madilim sa baba as a result ng shadow na hindi ko naman alam kung saan nanggagaling yung shadow na yun. At the same time, hindi ko rin magaya yung nakunan na puting image. Maski na nakailang shots na ako.
In Ronald's mind, the picture taken by Alex shouldn't be much different from those he had taken.
Basta para sa akin, kung ano yung nasa harap ng camera, kung ano yung exposure, yun ang dapat lumabas. Unlike yung nangyari ngayong gabi, may lumalabas na long band na parang underexposed doon sa ilalim ng picture, which I cannot explain.
If you put the photos taken by Alex, the psychic photographer, and Ronald, the professional lensman, side by side, you will notice the significant difference. This despite the fact that they used the same camera, the same settings, and shot under the same conditions. So does this photo prove the existence of angels, or just the result of serendipitous lighting and exposure?
Maski na nakailang shots na ako, nandaya pa nga ako eh. Kasi yung ibang exposure, ginawa kong nag-overexpose ako ng konti na hindi naman ginawa ng psychic photographer. Pero iba pa rin ang lumabas. Medyo nangilabot nga ako kanina eh.
Mysterious yan. Hindi natin makikita, you just have to accept. How can something mysterious not be seen? Since we can see it in the camera, so that means, hey, and digital cams are temperature sensitive, di mas maganda. Nakikita mo talaga. So, as I always say, the proof of the pie is in the eating. We had the proof. Now, let's taste.
If only people can open up their hearts and their minds to the reality of the gift of God to us, the angels, magkakaroon ng pagbabago ang buhay nila.
Celestial spirits, forces of nature, a loved one, or a friend. In the eyes of people, angels come in different forms. But whatever shape or purpose they take, one thing is for certain: angels are in our midst.
Tess Alsua is a mortal who established a close relationship with her celestial attendant. This experience was the nudge she needed to move her to action and become an angel for others.
Kinuha po ako nila isa sa staff ng Charities Foundation. Tapos araw-araw po, sumasama din pa ako sa feeding. 3,000 to 5,000 po per day ang napapakain namin.
9 years na sa kanya. Tapos yung tulong naman, kasi kami yung driver na pumupunta sa mga barangay. Kami yung mga nagpapakain, nagluluto.
Dito kay Ma'am Tess, matagal na ako dito, bata pa ako. Sila na ang nagpaaral sa akin, hanggang nag-asawang, nagkapamilya, dito pa rin ako. Tinutulungan nila kami mula sa pagpaaral ng mga bata.
Tess contributes to different organizations and spearheads several charity works.
Yung pang makapasaya ka man lang, hindi ba? Makapasaya ka man lang ng tao. So I always believe that we are led by angels.
By sharing her blessings, Tess now feels more fortunate.
Maraming gift na dumarating, maraming enlightenment, maraming little miracles na dating hindi natin napapansin na meron pala, nandiyan talaga sila.
The question whether angels exist or not is a question whose answer we already know. But it's up to us to decide how we are going to see, hear, and let the angels touch our lives.
There are many sides to a story, and people have their own versions of reality. When something extraordinary happens, people's interpretations will always vary. Because in the grand scheme of things, chances are, anything is possible.